Hi, my name is Michael Fritz, and we'll be talking with you today about the IBM PC Convertible computer. It was released on April 3rd of 1986. I chose to do my project on this because this was IBM's first attempt at releasing what we refer to today as a laptop computer. And I just believe everyone takes their computers with them now, whether it be your laptops, your iPads, or your Kindles, or your cell phones, or whatever. Everyone has computing power now, and they're able to take it with them. And this was IBM's first attempt at launching something that was portable like that. The computer was released on April 3rd of 1986, and it cost $2,000. Now, in 1986, our dollar was basically like two of their dollars, so that would be us spending $4,000 on this computer. I bought this computer here recently for $400. Now I'd like to talk with you a little bit about the specs of the IBM PC Convertible computer. Overall, I would say this computer was not a success, but one positive thing that come out of it was the floppy disk drive. This was the first computer to use the 3x5 floppy disk, and that pretty much become the industry standard. I'm sure lots of people don't remember them, but because they've been phased out now, but there for a while that was like the CD. Everyone had floppy disk, and you stored all your information on the floppy disk. It's battery powered. That was one of the big things that it was so neat. That was one of the first computers to be battery powered. It ran off a 9.6 volt 2400 NiCad battery. So it's older technology, but it worked. It got the job done. It had the Intel ADC88 processor. It ran at 4.77 megahertz, where today the computer I was showing you earlier has an AMD A8 processor, and it runs at 1.9 gigahertz. So, just much slower, but that just shows how far we've come with computing power. The memory was 256 kilobytes of memory, which now we fill that up so fast with our downloading of movies and songs and pictures and everything else we put on our computers. So the computer that I have now has 6 gigabytes of memory built into it. Now on the IBM PC Convertible, you did have the two 3x5 floppy disk drives, which you could put floppy disk in for external memory. Nowadays on my computer I have USB ports and CD drives where I can go to the local store and buy a whole terabyte of external hard drive memory if I wanted to. So our storage capabilities have become much greater nowadays too, but that one had at its time was did an okay job. There were some advantages and disadvantages to using the IBM PC Convertible computer. Some of the advantages were that it would run off batteries, and that was a very neat, amazing thing at the time. It benefited people greatly, where they could take it out to different job sites and stuff, and they'd have a little bit of operating time to run off the batteries. The only problem was the boot up time. Boot up would take a while, but on this version they designed it where it never actually cut completely off. So as long as you didn't let your batteries die and you kept it plugged into a power source, it never completely cut off, so you didn't have to boot it up from the start. Every time you turned it on, it would go into what they called a suspended mode, where it would kind of just do what nowadays laptop computers do, and just kind of sleep. Some of the disadvantages were it was 13 pounds. It was kind of awkward and heavy. The screen size was shaped funny, so the text would show up kind of funny on it, and it would kind of be elongated. But one of the advantages to that was you could disconnect that screen and hook it up to your regular monitor on your regular PC once you got back to your office or wherever you were going. So that, now that's just now coming back to laptops where you'll be able to take the screen off of them. And that's, that was a pretty good idea at the time that, maybe kind of got overlooked or overshadowed. It was eventually replaced in 1992 by the IBM ThinkPad, which was bought out by Lenovo, but that was really like when the laptop computers started becoming successful, because like I say, the IBM PC Convertible, it didn't do very well. But once 1992 come around and they had newer technology, and IBM come out with these ThinkPads that really launched the laptop computing era. The IBM ThinkPad was also designed by Richard Sapper, who was the same guy that designed the IBM PC Convertible computer. As you can see, we've really come a long way in developing the technology of laptop computers from 1986 with the original release of IBM's PC Convertible computer. Nowadays we have just the technology in laptop computers is amazing, and now we have tablets that you can take with you with like your iPads or your Samsung Galaxy Note tablets. They weigh a pound. You can put them in your backpack. You never know you had them. The battery power on them is amazing. They last forever. But the IBM PC Convertible, even though it didn't sell good, it did have some good ideas. Like I say, it was the first to have the 3x5 floppy disk, which becomes a industry standard. There's many computers developed after that did use the 3x5 floppy disk, and it really showed that there was a desire to have a laptop computer that you could take out in the field with you if done properly. That one I just do not believe was done properly, but it did show that there was a desire for that to take out in the field with you and not have to have it plugged in at all times. And later on you had the ThinkPads and things like that come out that were successful and did work. So I believe the IBM PC Convertible was an interesting computer at the time of its release, and it did have some major contributions to the way we do computing now. Thank you.